All right, here we go. It's market update time, you guys. All right, it's Wednesday. What does that mean? Well, everything that's going on with the market right now that has been kind of leading up to this end of summer surge, well, we're here right now. That's why I say up there, this might be your last chance to take advantage of this on both sides. And what does that mean? Well, look down below, first of all the numbers, click on all the links. Also, way down there, there's another video I put on about the appraisal process and what happens on the seller side. I'll put another one out on the buyer side later, but I want you to look at that also. But things to think about right now, interest rates. We're kind of sitting in that 6.5% sweet spot right now. It hasn't had a lot of movement, maybe an eighth or a quarter point up and down. It does affect people, of course, on their payment, but hasn't been a ton of movement to where it's been like, oh, this is really making or breaking it for me. So things to think about for buyers when we talk about this is looking at that rate. What is that doing to your budget? Making sure, we've talked about this in the past, is talking to your lender, making sure you're on top of your finances and your budget and your affordability, because if you're starting to look at homes in the $800,000, $9 million, $800,000, $900,000, $1 million range, and now it's ticked up a little bit, maybe that moves your affordability down, or maybe it's ticked down a little bit, it's moved your affordability up a little bit. So keeping an eye on that. I mean, even weekly with your lender, just having them run numbers, it's not a big deal to do that. So make sure you're looking at that. The other thing we're talking about with this summer surge is we're seeing a little bit more inventory come to the market because people don't want to miss out on those summer buyers. And we are seeing more buyers come to the market, so things are being gobbled up even quicker because people need to buy before maybe their kids get to school or things settle in the fall. So we are seeing a lot of that activity right now, but what does that mean for the fall? Well, I've always told people that fall is one of the best times to sell and buy a home because not a lot of people are selling, not a lot of people are buying. So you miss out on a lot of the competition on the seller side, but you have very eager buyers that are more serious than maybe the ones that are tire kicking throughout the year until they really need to get something. So look for trends to kind of change in the fall, again, as they always do. I can walk you through that. Just give me a call. We can talk about it. On the seller side, again, making sure you're looking at the numbers and what's going on in your area, what's for sale out there. How does that affect if you put something on the market? In fact, I even had an agent call me the other day, and this is something I do. Call me on a listing that I have that now we've been on the market a little bit, and we're starting to get multiple offers all of a sudden out of nowhere. And he's asked me, well, I've got a listing coming up there in about a month. What are your challenges? Because it's a similar model to what I have. And we walked through that a little bit, and I kind of gave him kind of the tips on what I'm seeing and what's happening, and he had the same concern. So it's being able to have a realtor that can have that discussion with another realtor and have it not be confrontational is always great. But that's something to think about when you're thinking about listing your home. Is your agent able to have those discussions not only with you, but with other people to try to make sure they get the most out of your listing? On the buyer side, obviously being able to take you through the market, show you what's out there, maybe tell you when you need to put on the brakes a little bit, or maybe tell you when you need to step forward and go ahead and make that offer. Those are always important things as well. So again, all the numbers down below, the video down below, check everything out there. I'm here to help. Agent B, I hope you have a great week, you guys. Agent B here to help when you're ready. I'll see ya.